Hello there, everyone. My name is Teresa McCloy, and welcome to the Real Life Process podcast. We are so glad you're here, so glad that you're listening in, and I am excited about today's topic because we are really going to lean in as you're listening to this, maybe right before the beginning of 2023, and thinking, what do I need? What do I need for support in 2023? And one of the things we love to do here at the process is to support you. And we do that in lots of different ways. We do that through coaching. We do that through some tools that we have. Our brand new book that just came out in November of 2022. So it's just been out on the market just a couple of months now. Do What Matters, Live from Rust, Not Rush. And you can pick that up at your favorite book retailers. And we are excited about that tool. But one of the things I want to talk about today is, do you need a coach in 2023? And I actually have some ways that you and I could work together. So stay tuned for that because I've got some limited offer for you to do some coaching together. But I want you to listen to this episode and just listen to these 10 reasons why you might need a coach. You might want to even grab a piece of paper and write these down. If you're a coach and you're listening, you might listen through the lens of, why would they need me to coach them? But if you're listening and you're thinking, I need a coach, and this is the reason why, just listen through the list. Listen to all the different benefits there are from working with a coach. I know for myself personally, over the last 10 years, having a coach or a mentor or a consultant or a spiritual director speaking into my life, and at times I've had all of those, at times I've had one or two of those on my team speaking into my life. As an entrepreneur, as a business owner, having people around you that are supporting you is a huge part of your success. Even for those of you who are just wanting to grow in personal development, we'll talk about that in just a minute, could be a huge part of your step forward. So all of those people can be important, and sometimes even coaches wear different titles and different things, but I'm going to come through the lens of, do you need a coach? That's often what I call myself, is a coach. And I have training and some other things as well, spiritual direction and all of, mentorship and consulting. And I wear different hats sometimes when I work with people, but I usually call myself a coach. And so let's dive into this idea of, do you need a coach? As we talk about this today, you can head on over to thereallifeprocess.com, thereallifeprocess.com. We spell real life with one L. And you can head over to our website and you can scroll down a little ways and you can see how you could work with me personally as a coach. But you can also click on Meet Our Facilitators, which is a tab up at the top of our website. And you can find all of our certified facilitators that use the process, the tools that I write about in my book, that use the real life process, which is our coaching process that we use, and all of them are certified. I would recommend any of them for you to work with. And you can see them, you can find out about them through their website or whatever. But we have people out there to support you in coaching, and from all different walks of life and all different ways. So check those out on the Meet Our Facilitator tab, or check out coaching with myself as well. So let's dive in. What are 10 reasons why you might need a coach in 2023? The very first one I want to mention is, maybe in 2023, you know that you are going to walk through a transition. Now, transition is a big word, and there are lots of ways that you could be making transitions in life. It could be, you know that you're going to be moving. You know that you're going to have an addition to your family or another addition to your family. You know that you're going to make a career change. There's all different kinds of transitions that we make in life. Maybe you're going to retire or make that type of seasonal change in your life as well. So a coach can really walk with you through that process by guiding you with some great questions. So that's really what a good coach is doing. I often believe that the answers are within you, and they're in that being side of yourself. And a coach is going to help you move that being side forward into the doing side and the actions that you want to take, and help you process through all of that. So maybe transition is one reason. A second reason might just be personal growth. You just feel a little bit stuck in the mundane and the routine, just doing the next thing. I often refer to it in my book as maybe your hair's on fire and you want to slow that down a little bit. You just want to grow personally. Our process that we walk through, that I walk through with you as a coach, that our facilitators use, is a perfect tool to walk through for personal growth and development. What matters to me? So that's another reason why you might dive into coaching in 2023. A third reason might be for spiritual growth. Maybe you feel stuck in your faith or your connection to God, and your spiritual growth just seems like it's gotten stagnant. That was one of the reasons that I originally reached out for coaching. Is I was working as a full-time pastor at the time, and I knew about 12 years ago that things had just gotten pretty stagnant for me, and I needed to revive my faith. And so spiritual growth might be a reason. When we walk through people with a process, that's one of the things that if that's where the client wants to go, we definitely will go there. And the same thing with the next reason, maybe emotional growth. And maybe that's not a term that you're familiar with, but as we work with several of our tools here at the process, that connection to our heart and our mind and our body. And many times, depending on childhood experience and all kinds of reasons, you might have a story playing in your head around how emotions and feelings should be brought forward in your relationships and in your workspace and all kinds of places. So maybe you're really looking at what would it be like to grow emotionally so that I can have deeper connections, which might lead to another reason that you might step into working with a coach, and that is for relational growth. Maybe you're in a season of life which connecting with your adult children, connecting better in communication or relationship and emotions and all of those things, conflict resolution in your workspace or in your marriage, or maybe with you're in a season of caretaking with your parents, or you have young children. Whatever it is, just relational growth, such an area that we can all grow in. And a coach can help with that as we talk through how would we like for those relationships to look in the next few months, in the next year, in the next 5 years, 10 years, whatever that might be. And what are the actionable steps that will get me there? That's always how we work through it in the lens of the process, is what is the actionable steps? Another place that a coach might be very helpful for you is in accountability and partnership. Just having someone that is the person that you can share some of the things that are going on. Again, whether that's professional or personal or a combination of both, because we are whole people. And maybe just that person that you're talking to either monthly or a couple of times a month, that you're talking about where you want to grow to and where you want to be, but you have some accountability to be able to say, these are the action steps I want to take in the next 30 days or 90 days. And then you come back and you share with that person as your coach what went well, where you got stuck, all of those things, small incremental steps forward. That was huge for me and has been huge for me. I always have someone I'm coaching with, someone that I'm bringing into my life to get up on the balcony with me and look at things and then break it down into what's actionable. We were created for relationship. And one of those is who we're allowing to be in that inner circle with us and walk that journey with us. I so believe in community and coaching for that accountability and partnership piece. Maybe another way that you would love to lean in to coaching is because you'd like to do some work with some different tools. And what I mean by tools is, and you see this a lot out from coaches, is they use a personality tool. They use an assessment, something that will give you some information back about yourself, and then you can process through that with them. At the Real Life Process, we love to use the tool of the Enneagram, and we love to use an assessment tool that's one of our signature tools called Needs and Values Assessment. Both of those are great tools that we work with to get down into that being side of self. Who am I being? What is my foundation of who I am before I put it into my real everyday ordinary life and then into the work that I'm doing? So maybe you just want to work with a coach in 2023 to take you through some of those tools that would help you to know more about yourself and do some self-discovery. Why do I do the very things that I do? Why do I always procrastinate? Why do I always feel like I need to defend myself, or I'm always in conflict, whether that's in the workspace or the personal space? Why do I worry so much? Why do I have anxiety or fear around those things? Why can't I stop and celebrate things? So discovering things about yourself, not to shame yourself, not to say, well, that's just the way I'm wired, so you just have to put up with me, but to really grow personally. So that might be another reason, is to use tools. One thing that we talk about in our 4 components of the process is our second component called real life action. And that really is around how to manage a project. And so maybe you know what you want to do, but you're just not sure how to break it down into smaller incremental steps. And if you knew those tools to take and mind map around something and then say, here's where I want to be in 3 months or 6 months, and here's the actionable steps I could take, that is something that a coach can always help you do, and to learn that process so you can use it for yourself. So maybe a project management would be a reason why you might reach out to a coach and say, I need help with this. I need to learn this skill. I need to coach through this. I need to practice it a few times in accountability. You can see how some of these reasons overlap each other. And so project management would be a reason that for 2023, it would make a huge difference for you to just learn that and work through that with a coach. And then, of course, one of my favorite reasons that you work with a coach is for business growth and development. So many of my clients are small business owners or entrepreneurs, either with brick and mortar or online businesses, or coaches themselves that are developing out a coaching practice and business. And so professional growth is a great reason that you might work with a coach. Many times as a business owner and an entrepreneur, you can feel really alone. And you know that you can talk through some things with your team if you have a team, but you can't talk through everything. You can't get into the weeds sometimes with them around certain things. Or if you're a solopreneur, you're the only one doing your business, which a lot of the coaches that I work with and the online businesses that I work with, they're the only one doing their business. And so to have a coach is vital for them to really come onto their team and coach them through decision-making, through the discernment that they want to do around their business, through even specific problems that they're walking through with hiring other team members and contracting teams and growing their business. So business growth is one of my favorite things to do, along with growing yourself personally. How are you going to stop living with your hair on fire? Stop working all those hours, realign your life. And that leads me to the 10th reason why you might need a coach in 2023. It's actually the subtitle of the book that I just put out in November. So the title of the book is Do What Matters, but the subtitle is Live from Rest, Not Rush, using the real life process. So one of the reasons that you might want to coach in 2023 is to let go of the busyness. Let go of the badge of honor of I'm so busy and really lean into how can I live this life of mine, this beautiful gift of life that I've been given on this earth through the lens of my being, who I am at my core, and live it out into my doing. That is one of the gifts of walking with a coach through the real life process. And we encompass all the other 9 things that we do. As a client, when I coach with people, I go where the client wants to go. But we can use the framework of the process to really create a life map, a map for you that you can follow. We call it a real life view document. Let's write it down. Let's plan it out. Let's say what matters to you for your professional and your personal life. Let's do the personal growth, the spiritual growth. Let's talk about transitions. Let's talk through some of the tools that we use. So I say all that to say, whether it's coaching with me, coaching with one of our facilitators, or someone else that you know in the coaching space, find a coach in 2023. I just want to invite you to take a pause and take a breath and say, what do I need? To really pray and discern over what do I need in 2023? Not just my goals, my visions. Who do I need to be walking this out with me? Why do you need a coach in 2023? And I want to make this special invitation to you. I have personally a special limited time offer that I'm offering as a way to work with me. And it will be good through January of 2023. And you can go to our website at thereallifeprocess.com, scroll down just a little bit and say, get to the place, you'll see my picture and just say, work with me. And you'll see a form that you can fill out. And on that form, it will ask you how you'd like to work together in 2023. And you'll see that there's some special pricing for those coaching offers, whether you want to work through the process, whether you want to work specifically in your business, or whether you're interested even in saying, I'm already a coach, but I'd love to be coached by myself and my team on how to be a part of our certification process, because that includes coaching. So if you say, man, I'd love to take your tools and help other people, then fill out that form, check what you're interested in. I'll schedule a call with you and we can talk about those things. But we have some special pricing on all of those things through January the 31st that you can take advantage of. And I would be honored to coach with any of you in 2023. And just come alongside you for any of these reasons: transition, personal growth, spiritual growth, emotional growth, accountability and partnership, self-discovery through tools, relational growth, project management, professional or business growth, and learning to live from rest, not rush. It would be an honor to walk with you. And I just pray over your 2023 and just all that it will bring in growth and opportunity, both personally and professionally. And I just wish you a very, very happy new year. Even as you're celebrating the New Year season and living into the beginning of the new year, January is one of my favorite months. So just take the pause each and every day to realize that every day, every single day has an extraordinary moment. You just have to look for them. And I'd love to connect with you and hear more about those moments. You can go over to our Facebook page, our Facebook community, the Real Life Process community. Connect with us there, Or if you're interested in working together in 2023, let's do it. Don't take the pause there. Go to the website, fill out the form, and let's get together in a conversation. We'll be back next week as we kick off 2023 with brand new podcast episodes. Remember, our podcast right now is focusing around our core values of be present, be real, bring joy, and create impact. So I want to be present with you in 2023 and lean in and dive into all those things. So we'll see you back here on the podcast in the new year. Have a great week, everyone.